sure you're ready?
Yes,
Okay, right. I don't care if anybody's ready now. We're recording. So, it is what it is podcast episode 30. This is a milestone now.
It is a milestone.
30.
30. So
And it's my 30th birthday on Tuesday.
you had to throw it in.
Sorry, I just had to say it again.
Everyday plug.
Everyday plug. It's not going to stop until I've had my party. And that's on the 30th. See?
That's the thing, you've
There's
got
a
a
theme.
long way to go on it until you actually can enjoy it fully.
Come, Sammy.
Yeah.
Right, Sammy's coming in. Sammy, do you want to hurry up and close the door? Man's walking like a slow motion. Like he's a model. Is it no catwalk, Sammy?
I saw something on my phone and landed.
So it's me, Mr. Volte, here once again as always, and you know what, the studio is fully stacked. So
Yes.
one by one, and now I know we're live on Periscope right now, so you know people can see by names, but those who are listening,
They can't see you.
just everybody one by one say who's in the studio. Start from right to left. Go on.
It's me, it's your girl, Ghana's finest.
Hello everyone, it's Everyday Rach.
I didn't know we need names, but this is Jade speaking.
And I'm Remy.
Oh, I didn't know I was part of it. Sorry, Samuel.
Sammy, alright, so you can't see Sammy's right in the corner, so if you're watching live, Sammy's right in the corner right now with his
Right in the corner.
6'3" self.
Right, stop hating.
I lied?
What, you said I was 6'3" and I saying 6'5"?
No, I didn't.
Next
You
week,
heard
next week you'll be
incorrectly.
6'6". If you're 6'6" next week, there's a problem. Alright, so I think we're gonna not even ask any of you guys how your weeks are. I feel too, because I only see you once a week, so I need to know how you.
Yeah, no, my weekend's been great. Next.
Okay.
Alright, okay, so
Rach?
I'm gonna get into
All good, thank you.
we'll get into it right away. Do you know what, first of all, I need to say something, because something actually angered me and pissed me off, and
What else is new?
Was it about someone not coming to my party?
no. Don't worry. I think you might have seen it on my Snapchat about going to the gym and this guy was just standing. I came out the shower and a guy was just standing, start naked.
Oh.
He was waiting for you, babes.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of party. And the reason why it's pissed me off is because two gay guys at work are putting plays into it, moving to me, and I need to know from you
It's something that you're
females.
giving off.
Nah, it's not about that. Do I give any gay vibes?
Yes.
Maybe he saw the footage of you swinging on the chair. And I said, like,
Okay, there are times where I do play
and when you
around.
tried to put on Daisy's coat.
That was a dare.
And you put on my coat last
But
week.
they didn't see it, so how would anybody? I just want to know how do you deflect penis?
Just don't look at it.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to give them the signal.
Yeah, but I thought in changing rooms that's just normal protocol. Like,
You think
us
that?
We see
females,
females
I see
Yeah.
walking around
tits and
naked.
fanny
You don't kiss
all
each
the time.
other in the club,
No,
so it's
sorry, who?
No, not me.
in females in general.
No.
I've seen.
I think it's different with men because men are so fragile when it comes to masculinity and they're so easily threatened with the prospect of being called gay and all of that stuff. With us girls, we don't really care.
No, I don't
we've all got the
agree.
same. We've all got the same. I don't really give two shits.
Well, so you don't kiss girls when you're out. You
I
don't
think
kiss
that's
friends.
disgusting. I feel like girls that kiss other girls in clubs or whatever do it for the attention of men. Like, I don't think
I
it looks
think
nice.
yeah.
I
It's
totally
fucking
agree.
disgusting.
I totally
Like,
agree
you
with that.
look. It's a word I can't even say.
Yeah.
But I say disgusting in a sense because both parties are.
It's got nothing to
heterosexual.
do. No, it's nothing to do because it's
Cool.
two females. It's just
the
why?
motive.
Like,
It's what they're doing
I
it
love
for.
my friend.
Yeah.
This is my friend Jade. I love her to bits, but I'm not gonna go fucking sticking my tongue down her throat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't
I don't like you that
much.
I don't like you that much.
No,
Yeah.
it's just there's other ways to show your appreciation of your friend, or do you know what I mean?
But like you said, it's literally to just gain attention of the men. Like you're trying to show that sex appeal. You're trying to show that a threesome is actually you're capable
Yeah,
of doing
exactly.
a threesome.
Yeah,
Trying to,
absolutely.
you know.
Us men, we don't do that. We're not.
No,
Exactly.
exactly.
Grab each other's asses and
That's
kiss
what I'm
each
saying, but
other.
Yeah, but it's
masculinity is
always
so much more
acceptable.
fragile. Yeah,
You
masculinity
men
is fragile. You
accept all
can't
of
do
that,
that.
woman on woman. But
Yeah.
if we were to throw that question back on you, how do you get with your boys? You'll be
Oh,
instant.
no.
But do you know the
Stop
amount?
fighting.
No, but do you know the
Listen.
amount of men that come to me and say, you know, you and Remy, you're really close, yeah? Yeah.
And?
Are you guys like? Do you guys ever? I'm like, are you mad?
Yeah,
It was
that's
not that
just
way,
weird.
but obviously, if I
So
throw
you're
back,
offended by that?
yeah, but if I throw back that question to you as a man, you'd take offence. I'm
course.
I'm like insinuating that you're actually gay.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, I don't really. It's just double standard, really.
Because I don't want to be putting out anything saying that I don't like gay people enough. I've got some gay friends, but it's just,
Oh, here we go.
no, it's true. I have to put out this disclaimer. But then, at the same time, I don't want to offend them because we're a good working relationship. But then it's like,
But
What
how
do
are
I
they
do?
coming to like how
Fam,
they
just be straight,
like,
man. Why are you treading around
No pun
eggshells for,
intended,
man?
just
Like,
be straight.
I don't like to offend people.
But how are they coming
what do you
on
mean?
to
Doesn't matter. If they
It's
feel
like,
offended, they don't feel
ooh,
offended. You
look
can't worry
nice
about
and
what they
that, and they
say.
touch me.
Is that what they do?
There's
I'll be
nothing wrong
like-
with that. That's
I'm
not
like-
your
exactly.
compliment.
Like,
That's a
just
Just because
compliment.
they're gay doesn't mean they fancy you.
No, but then
Yeah.
it's just
Exactly,
no.
fam.
Do you know what it
Don't
is?
flatter yourself.
See, you've done this twice now, Sammy. You've done this twice. Look, they want to fuck me, yeah. I just want to stop it.
Live on Periscope,
I just
brother.
want
I don't think you
I
want
just
to
want to
say
stop it.
I think what's missing, right? If we had like a gay rapper who just kept it real, because the thing with what's his name, M.I.L.F was one of them. He was talking about bad bitches and this, but then you're fucking miles
Yeah.
away. Do you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
miles away. See that? I like that.
Yeah.
but you can't really be like, yeah, I'm fucking bitches, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're gay. Like,
It's
But
a
then
fraud.
at the same time,
Be
hip hop
real.
is based on like. I know that people say about like hip hop is like, oh, it's supposed to be real, but a lot of the times it isn't, because there's so many rappers that
Now
talk about
it isn't.
being in the streets and they're not from the streets. It's like it's play up,
It's a facade,
dress
isn't
up.
it?
Sorry.
but none of the people, like, I think a lot of hip hop artists aren't from the streets, especially now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
They're
maybe
not, but
back
they
in the
rap about
80s
it.
and 90s, yeah, but now, no.
They're not.
No.
So yeah, I think it's all just a novelty, really. Like in hip hop, everybody's pretending to be something they're not. So you know,
I think a lot of people are scared to be real. They feel that they won't get the recognition they can if they
yeah, because
actually
everybody
are
needs
real.
to have a story. Because it's not good enough to just be somebody that's just a normal guy that just happens to be talented. Like that is harder to get on the scene with that backstory. But if you've got a really interesting backstory, like 50 Cent, for example, being shot,
Yeah,
9
you
times,
need a sad
all of that
story.
stuff.
The best.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It
all
is
of
the
that
best
stuff
story.
adds to
struggle,
your-
a come up
yeah,
story.
exactly, adds to your appeal. So
Because I'm hearing people like, you see, like Fake Rap, like he's always, you know, singing about whatever. But then I'm thinking to myself, but you've got like what 3 or 4 baby mums. Like, who is your fucking trap queen? 'Cause you got a lot of chicks in going on. I don't.
That's
I
that
don't
Future, though. He got like 7
Yeah.
baby moms.
yeah,
he's the plug. No, you're the baby
got
daddy.
5.
That's you are.
Future's got 5.
yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, he's always got the research. So he's. So how many kids has you got, Sammy? Because I know you've got the facts and stats. Yeah.
I believe he's got about 7 kids.
Fucking hell.
That's a lot of kids. That's a lot of child.
And how old is he?
He's in 30 yet.
He's
I don't think is he 30?
No, he must be in his
Yeah.
like, early 30s.
Wow.
He's in his early
He's got
30s.
some strong swimmers.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, I don't even blame him. I blame the women. Sorry to say it, girls.
Why?
I'm sorry to
Fam,
say
it takes 2 to tango.
I
you know.
agree.
That's
in
it.
a sense,
Because
yeah.
they're walking into a situation
Yeah.
like, look at Sierra. She
In the
walked
future
into a
She
situation.
knew
She
having
knew
a baby
it.
mum, yeah.
But
You
the
need to
difference
look at the
with-
history.
Women always
but
feel
the
like they can
difference
change
with
men, though.
Ciara is that
You can't
Ciara
change a man.
obviously-
You
can't
Ciara
change-
came
you don't wanna
into
be
it
changed, no
thinking
one
that
change him.
I'm
He will
Ciara,
change for
I'm
you.
better, therefore I'm going to change this
No,
person.
it doesn't
I'm going to
matter.
be
She
the
did.
exception. That's what she
Yeah.
came in
She
thinking, and
fought a few trips
unfortunately,
to Paris Fashion Week. which
yeah,
changed him.
exactly.
You'll
But you
find
need
one.
to look at like
You'll
the
find one.
repeating
Pattern.
like
It didn't-
pattern of a man. Like if a man has like so many baby mothers and he's not in a committed relationship, he can't actually stand still for a minute. What makes think that
Yeah,
you're
what
going to be
makes
any
you think?
different?
I think
some
It's
women
like
do
when they
believe
say
that.
that women think that they can change a man and stop a man from cheating. You could be the baddest chick in the
Yeah.
world, fat his ass, small waist,
Yeah.
cooking food every day and giving good sex. He will cheat if he
Yeah,
wants to
exactly.
cheat. It doesn't matter
That
how.
sounds like it's coming from a place.
No, but it doesn't matter how
It's
bad
true,
you are.
it's
It doesn't matter. You can't put yourself on a pedestal and think because I look
Yeah.
like
You
this,
can't change a man.
you
He'll
will be
change
like
for
that.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's immune from cheating.
No.
Absolutely nobody on this planet.
I
said
don't,
you are.
you know, no one is immune, but I don't think that you should accept it because nowadays women are
They
just
accept
agreeing
it.
to accept it.
Never,
Because,
never
you know, like
accept
you
Future
said,
it.
accept
No, no,
all
no.
men
because
cheat,
of Future.
but actually, in actual fact, all men don't cheat. There are some good guys out there.
Yeah.
Don't just think because men do
Put your
cheat, it's
hand
gonna
down.
happen to you.
I don't
And
agree. I
don't-
think
and
all
don't-
men cheat.
and I don't-
No,
I
why
don't
would you
think
do that?
I
No,
strongly
Remy.
How many men have
I-
you dated in your life?
Not a lot, because
So
I
then
was
you
I
can't
was
say
in a
all men cheat,
7-year
innit?
relationship.
There you go. So you can't say women cheat. You're even in the game. Like I don't think when I hear something, I'm thinking. Obviously, I know you don't actually mean all men cheat. But then I thought to myself,
I just think they hide it well.
no, women hide it better. Women are the best cheaters in the world. You lot are the best.
I
You
mean,
lot
I agree with that. Us women, we're good with us.
Yeah.
We're a little bit more slick. You men
Yeah, we
are
are
too
slick.
lazy. You
Men,
you're
yeah,
lying,
men,
get caught.
Yeah.
men
They
will
get
always
caught.
get caught slipping in. That's,
Always.
yeah, always. They always get.
You lot are
sloppy.
Or just listen to Future. Don't care. Because he doesn't.
obviously
care.
doesn't.
He does not care.
I don't think it's when I see like it pains me when I see like somebody that I know and they're good-looking female. They're ambitious. They got the shit
You
going.
can't feel sorry for
And
someone
then-
like that. They put themselves in that position.
Yeah, but then it's
She
like
is right. She is right.
that's what I'm saying. I think
Everyone has
where-
a
It
choice.
takes two to
Everyone-
tango.
Everyone has a choice. No
True.
one's got a gun to their head the way you have to stay in a relationship. If you know that a man is a dog from the beginning, then you must know that there's the possibility that he will actually dog you out
Yeah.
throughout the relationship.
Yeah.
You got to just be smart, like think with your head instead of like,
Yeah,
'Cause,
because like what Remy said, a guy ultimately he will change when he wants to change. So
Yeah.
you can't change a guy, but you can inspire him to want better for himself.
Yeah.
So to go into a relationship with that mentality with someone that's got a horrible track record, thinking that and that's what I think Ciara thought she was like. Oh well, I'm Ciara. I've got my own money.
The
I'm
exception to the
yeah.
rule.
I'm going to be the
She
exception
was
to the
bad,
rule.
yeah.
Of just doing way too much, posting pictures with all his other baby mums, and just doing all of his stuff to show. Oh, I'm so different, and the same shit happened to you.
Yeah.
Boo. Like,
It's true.
yeah, you can't change a guy. I don't care.
What did the actual girl look like that he cheated on her with? Was she
It was
better
one of his
looking?
other baby mums.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You hear another baby?
I don't.
I just feel like when a guy has a baby mum, he'll cheat with her.
forever.
Oh, you feel that there's
Forever.
something. Cardi B style forever.
No, for
And
real.
with Future, he has got like what 5 baby mums, so he's got options.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can always go back. Nothing's better than going back to something that you're accustomed to, you're
Yeah.
used to, you got it like that, it's on tap, you know?
He's definitely doing something with them because he went on radio and he said that he's bought them all houses.
Wow.
None of them are allowed to date.
Yeah.
And bring
What?
What?
They can't bring guys
They
back
can't
to the
bring
house.
guys back to the house. 'Cause he
And
made-
he-
that's a
free.
rule. That's a rule that he's put in place.
And they
they're
all right
cool
with
with it.
that.
They all
They're
agreed
all-
to
they're
it.
He
all
bought you a
right
house,
with it.
so-
They
Yeah.
get
They got a
they're getting
house, I
their
guess,
child
yeah.
support. So really and truly, what can they say? If he's paying for all of their mortgages
These
and
guys are
they're living
dickheads, I'm
comfortably, then
I'm sorry. What, you
No,
can't, for the
no,
rest of their lives, you're not going to date.
I don't agree.
Until the
I
kids
don't
grow up.
As long as they're living in his house
his
that
house.
he paid for,
Yeah.
no man is allowed to step foot.
Wow.
And he did say that with his
He's got, sorry, I have to congratulate him. He's got him locked up. He might as well be in prison.
Yeah, he's got.
And that's the thing, you can't actually be angry at Future, it's the women that are allowing
Yeah,
it, do you know what I
exactly.
mean? So at the end of the day, it's their fault,
Yeah.
the way their lives are planned out.
Yeah, someone will only do to you what you allow them to do. So if you allow this man to control your life in that aspect, then that's on you.
So do you believe it's the men that have the most power when it comes to relationships?
No.
it's
No,
you.
women
Yeah,
have
women.
the most power.
Yeah, because a relationship is never over
that's
until the
debatable.
woman has had
That
it.
is debatable because
No, by our
it.
actions, we dictate how they treat us.
Yes.
Yes.
So then if you're a female who's dating a guy who has so many baby mamas and kids running around, but yet you're still willing to date that guy,
Then that's your business.
then don't you think you've given him the power?
No.
No, not really, because that's your
That's
choice.
your
That's your
choice.
choice to
You
do
can get
that.
out of the relationship anytime
Yeah.
you want.
Absolutely.
You can choose when you want to leave. They just
They
chose
just
not
choose
to.
not to. Yeah. It's a stupid decision.
I think
Yeah.
that's
And
why
then I just think it
trying
comes
go
down
brush-
to money.
You reckon?
I think so.
Well, in Future's position.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because,
that's
makes
understandable.
sense, yeah.
That's understandable.
He's keeping
But then
them
there are
well
loads of
maintained,
bummy guys out there that still have the same power and control
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
So
But then it's all dependent on like the relationship. How did the man treat her? Did he like knock her confidence? You can't get any better than
Yeah,
me.
that's
How
really
can a
true.
man knock your confidence?
Some
Like, you must be
women-
real weak.
That's one, but there are
But there
people
are a lot of
weak.
weak-
No,
but there are
but
a lot of
there are a lot
weak
of
women
weak
out there.
women. There's not a lot of women that are strong-willed. Like there's women that are really weak and they're easily influenced by their partner, and they're quite, they listen to everything that they're saying. They haven't got like a strong head on their shoulder.
You all
Yeah,
got
but
a friend
that's
like that.
all-
You
that's
must
all
have a
we
friend
do.
like
No.
I
that.
think it's daddy
No?
issues. That's
We,
what
I
I think it is.
was saying this to him earlier. No, to you, innit, Abby?
Yeah.
We all have daddy issues,
Yeah, I
but
think that's what
either
it is.
makes you stronger or weaker.
Yeah, but
yeah.
then there's a grounding issue though that either makes you, like you said,
Yeah.
Gary, one way or another.
Yeah.
It's just an ongoing trait that I have seen from personal
Well,
experience.
for me
Yes.
personally, I have daddy issues, but my daddy issues make me more in the position to not put up with anything.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like
See,
if I see
one way or
any
another.
kind of trait that reminds me of my dad, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
see you,
See
babes,
you later.
yeah. I'm strong-willed. Like you are not going to play me. That's how I am. But
So it's changing for the
there's
better.
women
Yeah.
where their dad hasn't really been there, and they're lacking love, and they want to, they need that affection and love, so they'll put up with anything just to have that person
Have
in
that
their
love,
life.
Yeah, consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've dated some of those girls.
There's all kinds of girls.
Didn't end well. Didn't end well. But do you think guys? Do you think there's a perception of women that guys actually go for because they know they can get something from them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's
And guys
women
that
out
are
there like
vultures,
that.
man. Yeah, they know they can. That's why when you meet certain girls that have been in abusive relationships,
spot-
for
you can
example,
spot some
if
problem.
you speak to that girl 9 times out of 10, she's been with several partners that have beat her, and that's
Yeah.
because the guys, the predators, they can sense those types of women. They can sense that these women are vulnerable and weak-minded
Easily led.
and easily led. So they target those women in particular, and that's why it ends up being a pattern. So yeah, I definitely think that.
So let's say you've got like a slim person here, like a slim female, and then you've got someone who's curvy, okay?
We'll say you.
No, don't say me.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, I can relate.
Go on.
The slim person, right, can pose like in her outfit and be like, let's say the dress is cut at the back and she wants to show off. I'm sorry, you can probably see my granny panties now. But
I'm wearing
they're
them too,
really
don't worry.
comfortable. So she's posing with her back, showing off her dress. But the curvy person wants to do the same, and she kind of gets ridiculed. Oh, you're just doing it to show off your ass.
And it looks
Why?
sexy.
Because
Why?
the curvy woman's more desired.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so
And
she's
people want to
portrayed
do
as
it.
being, she's portrayed as being a professional dick hunter.
Yeah.
If she's posing like that, because men nowadays, it seems like curvy women are more on trend than women who are more waif and slim. So if you've got the curvy girl posing on Instagram or Snapchat, or
I
what
don't
have
agree
you,
with that.
then it can be
instantly look
deemed
sexy.
it can be deemed as someone who's trying to be sexy and trying to do it for the gram or trying to do it for the snap or just trying to do it basically for attention rather than the lady who looks slimmer and more waif-like. That's
Because
yeah.
a skinny body is less, not threatening, because obviously the female body is never threatening, but a skinny body is, it's less threatening basically, because you just, they're giving less away, they're showing less off. That's what it seems. It could be the exact same dress, but one body type will get a certain reaction and another body type will get another reaction, because curvy bodies are more, they're more desired, and they're just more desirable, so therefore they're more, the connection with sex is, it's more linked with sex, whereas a skinnier body isn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, everyone would rather look at a bigger person than a smaller person. Like, even if you're talking about obesity, I'd rather look at a person who's clinically obese than I don't want to see ribs and bones. Do you see what I'm saying? So
I'm not a dog.
even curvy, someone who's curvy and someone who's got a long back, no bum. I'd rather look at a curvy person as a female. So you can imagine what a guy would rather look like. So that's why, from a female's perspective, the body's more desirable.
But I thought that this curviness and showing your bum, I didn't think it was a major issue anymore, because I'm not being funny. You just go on Instagram and every other girl is a curvy girl with a small waist and a big ass. Like
everybody has the same body.
Yeah, everyone has the same body now. Everyone looks the same. No one's really unique. It's the same girl with the same, she's got the contour and the nude lips and the nice long flowing weave, even though I've got nude lips and like long hair, long weave. But you know what I mean? Like, everyone looks the same in the small waist and the big back and twerking for the gram. Like, it's the same shit.
It's the same, yeah.
So I don't know if it's like people are really, I don't know, they're accustomed to it now.
I think it's a phase though. I think it will die out.
But this phase has been going on for
Yeah,
ages.
going on
I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's
gonna
gonna
go
die.
out.
As long as it's
It's just more
around, but
highlighted
it's
more.
always
When
gonna
you
be
go
around.
discreetly,
But
like
yeah.
with the King magazines and all of these, like.
I don't know. I just see it. I
glorifying
see it on Instagram all the time where like the skinny girl is appreciated more than the curvy girl.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
all
less
the
threatening.
time.
Because
Like,
when
you know,
skinny
you've got
girls-
those
I feel
girls
like way
like
round.
they're like size. I don't know. Like, you know them fitness girls on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
They're like size. I don't know. UK probably 4, 6, and they're there like sipping
Oh,
their
in their
tea.
underwear.
Yeah, and they're there, and everyone's praising them. But then if you've got a same girl who's like a healthy size 12 doing the same thing, oh, you're doing it. You're showing off this. Why? Like, she's healthy. The other one is healthy as well. Why can't they both be seen in the same light?
Because one body is sexualized and the other one isn't.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
One's seen as purely for fitness. and one's seen as
Exactly.
purely
I've
for
seen it
sex.
all my life, like for as long as I can remember. Like, the curvy one is always like put to shame compared to the skinny one, always.
Because it's the same thing, like with like skinny models, for example, because they are clothes horses. So the reason why they don't get as much stick is because when you put a dress on them, it's to highlight the dress. So people aren't necessarily looking at that person's body, being like, oh well, she's so skinny. Look at her. They're looking at they can just look at the outfit and just appreciate it for the outfit. Whereas put that same dress on someone like Kim Kardashian, and automatically the attention is taken away from the dress and it's more focused on the body. So I think that's what the difference is, and I think that the fashion world dictates that. So because the fashion world dictates that, and you know, everybody wants to be fashionable, everybody wants to look good, and they're the ones, like gay men are the ones that dictate what looks good. So that's why people can appreciate somebody that's really skinny and they can't appreciate the exact same image on someone with a different body type, because that's what's been pushed out to us, that skinny is better. So it's in the back of our heads. It's a psychological thing. So we automatically think that. That's not necessarily the case, but that is what is dictated to us, I think.
Funny enough, I said that because yesterday I was on Instagram and there's this one girl. All her photos, majority of her photos are selfie. Her face, her figure. She got massive tits. She's a big girl, dressed as well. Face, tits. Then all of a sudden, one photo, and she's got a side view in a thong, sitting on the table, and was talking about how she needs to get to her ideal weight, and she's only showing her body now because she wants to show the pictures before and after. I thought to myself, you could have done that fully clothed.
Oh my god, I think I saw that as well. Some white girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, you could have done that fully clothed.
Yeah, because it was on the feed.
It's on the feed, yeah.
It was on the feed. She's really big and she's
Yeah.
lost some weight and she's there in a thong, no bra, like this. She's like, oh, I still need a bit more weight. Yeah, why do you need to be in a thong for the Instagram?
It's attention seeking.
Yeah, she wants attention.
In the thong as well.
She wants validation, just like we all do.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? But
So in a sense, you
personally,
look kind
I
of
wouldn't
made
do
it. Because in a sense, could you then say then females are their own downfall because they put it there in the first place?
Well, not really, because when someone's insecure like that, because I think that to post something like that, you have to be incredibly insecure, because like Rachel said, you're seeking validation. Somebody that is secure with themselves, like, wouldn't seek validation on that level. Do you know what I mean? So whatever it is that has made her that insecure in the first place is the reason why she's doing it. So, I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, she wants people to acknowledge what she's done. She wants the comments. She wants the likes.
It's social media.
Yeah,
I think it's 100% social media.
Didn't even get a lot of
You know what?
likes
She's
either.
probably,
That's exactly.
she's probably trying to.
Sad,
But
views.
not even that. It's not even for validation. It is mainly. It's like 90% validation, but
I think-
10% business, because she could be putting up pictures like this.
Yeah.
Maybe she's waiting for a call from Protein World. You know these. You know these
I doubt it.
celebrities.
I doubt
Protein World only
it.
goes to the fit ones.
No, this is what I'm saying though. You know these so-called reality TV celebrities, they put on weight on purpose, and then they lose it,
so they can
and
get a DVD
so they
deal.
can get a fitness DVD deal, or they can get a clothing line out of it, and
You know,
it
one of
does
those Jordan
work.
Shore girls do it.
They've all done it.
Lauren
They've all done
Butcher.
it, yeah.
Before
Before
and
and after, because it inspires the followers to do the same thing.
So
The companies.
I thought it was they were just
approach
getting lazy because they've got too much money in them. Or
them.
something.
No, a lot of them do it on purpose.
It's
A lot
on
of them-
purpose.
Yeah.
When you see
They
people
know
like
what they're
Chantel
doing.
Houghton, they're the same ones that are always gaining weight, losing weight, gaining
They
weight,
hire
losing
a
weight.
photographer
Imogen, those kind of
to take pictures of
Z-listers.
them on the beach in a
Purposely.
bikini.
Oh, it's always on the beach, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
they
then,
do
yeah,
that.
and then it
It's
gets
all
sent to the
orchestrated.
press, it gets
It's all
printed in the
orchestrated.
newspapers. So then they'll get ridiculed for being overweight, and then 6 weeks later they'll drink
lost.
some tummy tea,
Yeah.
and they're a size 8.
That's bullshit. That
And then
takes
company,
6 weeks.
yeah, companies will put
Yeah.
them
I've been
as their
fighting for
products.
6 years trying to get slim and working.
It's dangerous. I really think it's dangerous. And I
A
think that
child
parents
should be
are doing
outside. A
injustice
child
to
needs to be
their
a child.
children.
You need to go outside and play.
Absolutely.
Get a cut, get a bruise, break your arm.
That's why they're so
Learn
deluded
how to
that they
be-
don't have any social skills.
Exactly.
Because
You
they're
need
sat
to
behind a computer all
socialise.
day.
My child will never be that. No way. That's why it goes. This is something else now. Child obesity. You're in your house. Eating on the computer, on PlayStation,
That's what they do,
whatever.
no exercise.
Never. You need to
burning.
just take us to the
Parents are
park.
lazy.
There's
And
after
they're too
school
busy
clubs.
as well. Parents are busy. That's another thing.
Yeah, but there's more and more single parents nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's
So
harder.
They have
So
to do everything on their own.
their
So it's
own.
hard to maintain,
yeah.
maintain your
So
child.
sometimes I can see
when
why
it's
it'd be
just you.
easier to put a child in front of a computer so that you can do what you need to do. But I know it's hard. It's hard.
I don't know. I think it just comes down to the parents, because I worked when I was at uni as well. I worked at after school club, and a lot of the parents that are single would bring their kids there. At least there they would like playing activities and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I don't think being a single parent is an excuse.
No,
I just think it
there's
just
some
boils
bad
down
parents.
to exactly your parenting skills.
And they're always the parents that come down to the school going, my Jimmy wouldn't do that. Your Jimmy is a fucking devil. You don't know about your Jimmy, innit? Like, who's telling me my Jimmy wouldn't do it, and you've got your cigarettes and your pyjamas on telling me my Jimmy wouldn't do it. They're always the worst parents. Like, my sister works in the school, she'll tell you all the time, like, the parents are deluded, and that's why the children are so evil. Like, some of them are evil.
Yeah.
They
Because
are.
their parents
Very
don't
evil.
believe that they can do anything wrong because they're not keeping an eye on them.
Yeah.
But it's like parents forget that they were once young. So I mean, I know how evil I could have been.
I think it's so evil now.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, think back to when you were a child. So if your child is trying to lie to you or whatever, you can kind of sense it,
I had
because
a double
it's
life.
like
Double life.
Double life. I was
you was
running.
like a
angel
little
in front of
Christian
your
boy.
parents.
Yes,
yeah.
you see me church every Sunday.
Yeah.
I was even offering the PA system. I was there. But you know, oh shit, smoking, running on peds and doing also being church police. But one thing is, never arrested. Never,
Oh, you never
never
got
arrested.
caught. But that's what I'm
never
saying, because you had
phone call
boundaries.
to mum and dad's house saying they picked me up and they did this.
Because that's the thing, that's what
Story of mother wants to have baby with
Yes!
son.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
Ah!
right.
You know, this is the first time I've seen shit before, and guess what?
And you
They
ain't
were
got to
white.
look at me when you say that.
No, not look at you, but I mean, like, because you might get offended because I said only white people do this shit. I don't know how you classify yourself, because I don't classify Turkish people as white. But some people don't.
But did you
Well,
not
we
say
are.
you're Greek, babes?
Yeah, I'm a lot of things.
No, joking. So like, yeah. So I don't want anybody getting offended, but it is when I see this story, it's always white people.
But
I'm
we
sorry.
have our
It
things
is,
as
it
well.
No, but however, I think it's a global thing. Incest or GSA, genetic sexual attraction, whatever they want to
Weirdness,
call it.
that's what they should just call it.
But I think white people are the ones that always want to come to the front of the conversation and announce themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're just more liberal.
White people, you've been helped out right now. You've been helped out.
But with black people, I find that we're just like discreet with our shit, right? Because let's not get it twisted. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of uncles molesting children.
Yeah,
in the
absolutely.
home. There's a lot of rape, but we keep it all quiet.
exactly,
Whereas if a white
In the
person done it,
community,
they'll be announcing it. They would want
It's
everyone to
different
know.
cultures.
It's
Like,
a culture thing. Like we keep our things locked
that's like
down.
our culture as
absolutely.
Yeah,
well.
like you don't
We
announce
don't
that
announce
shit.
our
You don't
business,
announce it,
like,
yeah.
because
You
it all
don't,
comes
yeah.
down to, oh my god, like someone's cousin heard, like within my culture, in the
We
community,
just
it's
can't
like
take the shame.
it's very
Yeah.
similar. Yeah, I think like blacks, Asians, whatever.
We're very proud. And
Proud.
You don't
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
like someone
Yeah.
else's family talking about your family
Yeah.
because you bring shame. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
we have that whole thing of shame.
Yes,
Yeah,
bringing
exactly.
shame. Yeah. Whereas with like white people, they're proud.
They're more liberal.
Yeah, like they
more
just,
liberal.
they just
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
They don't
They
give
don't
a
like
fuck.
if they're just more open to discussion. Whereas we sweep shit under the carpet
Yeah.
to the build up, and there's just
And then there's a big family row.
yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we just
You know, you
sweep it
could
under
have
the
been
rug.
trying to fight,
Yeah.
and then 5 minutes later, you got your family. Oh, we're all loving, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one would know
It's
what's
all
going on in your
fun.
house.
It is all the fun.
No
Which-
one knows.
Which I do love about white people, like their kind of like culture, because they are more open, they are more liberal about things, even down to homosexuality. Like I feel like little Jimmy, sorry little Jimmy, sorry to all the Jimmys out there. Really
They're getting it today.
yeah,
innit?
like Jimmy can come home and be like, Mum, Dad, I'm gay. They'll be like, put the kettle on, love.
I already knew.
Yeah, whereas Jide, if Jide comes home and is like, Daddy, I have a boyfriend. You're just getting a beat down. There's no,
And then getting packed off to
yeah, or your dad will just be like, you've got 2 seconds to go and pack your bags. You're going to Nigeria. That's just all it is.
I know
There's
this
no discussion.
family, and they have an open lesbian cousin. All the cousins are homophobic. The men homophobic, don't like gays, but their cousin, female cousin, is a lesbian. But no one really discussed the fact that she's a lesbian. She's just that person. She's my cousin. But your cousin is a lesbian. She come into every family event with a female. You know that. And then there's another cousin within that family that is gay. Like, but they all know he's gay, but they refuse to accept it.
They're in denial.
They're in denial, and they're just like, oh, and he never turns up to any family events. He's always just somewhere low key. Oh, where is he? Oh, he's on tour. Like, really? No, he's at home, but he's not coming. He's not gonna come with his boyfriend. It's just everything's hush. I can't bear it.
Yeah, I
like,
don't like
you're gay.
it.
You're gay. Like,
Live
just
your life.
live your life for you.
And I think that's something that we as like, you know, we were all born here, so we're British, Black British, like, you know, Greek British, whatever. So I think now it's something that we're kind of trying to teach our parents, and it's weird because obviously they spent so many years raising us, and now we have to educate them on certain things. And I do it with my mum all the time because there are certain things that she was like, oh, you know, this culture to do this, and I'm like, yeah, but it may be culture, but I don't agree with that. Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense. And like, when you sit down and break it down, what did I tell my mum the other day? There was something that she would say. It was about, so for example, my boyfriend's got a sister who doesn't really reach out, but she's his older sister. So my mum was like, oh, you know, your boyfriend, you should really reach out to his sister because they haven't spoken in so long. And I'm like, he's the baby brother. Like, she should be calling him to check on him. Like, she's the older person. She should be the one checking in on him. Like, why should he take it upon himself to call her? Like, she's old enough to be his mum. And mum was like, oh, you know, in our culture, that's what we do. And I said, that's not right. That's her baby brother. Like, she should be looking out for him. So I don't agree with that. And I had to break it down to her. And eventually she was just like, oh, go and pass me.
I tried to tell my mum I tried to say to my mum, oh, stuff's changed.
Yeah.
And my dad, and they're like, no, we believe in our own traditions, blah, blah, blah. So they're very much like, no. When you try and explain to them, times have changed. Like, yeah, they adapt or whatever, but they don't want to change their values or whatever.
Changed.
Yeah.
I don't know. My mum's born here. Like, she's a South Kilburn girl. Like, she's London. My dad was born in Hammersmith and Fulham, so they're Londoners all through and through. It's my grandparents that are the fresh ones. But like, my mum is just very open-minded. Even like her business. It's my mum that exposed me to the gays from a young age.
It's my mum.
I remember like being 6 years old and being around gays that were wearing platforms and flamboyant and Irish and having a fag and a glass of wine and darling this and all that, you know. That was, my mum exposed me to that. So from a young, it wasn't a culture shock. It's not new to me.
Yeah.
So my mum's open-minded. Like my mum's always, you know, I guess because you know she's a Londoner, she was born here. Whereas I don't know if my grandparents would feel the same. Like I could just imagine my granddad be like, I don't think so.
I could accept that. I can accept that. But when I'm hearing you know, you want to have a baby with your son.
Yeah,
that's
You know what? To play devil's advocate, right? If we take the reproduction out of the equation, they're just two consenting adults. To play devil's advocate, I don't agree with it personally. To me, it's totally unethical.
But it's incest.
But is it when you
no, he was adopted.
Yeah.
And then they discovered
But when you bring
still.
a baby,
But then she knows.
when you bring, you know, when you're trying to have a baby with your son, that's just ridiculous. Because there's
disgusting.
so many drawbacks from incest.
Yeah.
You can have a
Fingers
child,
and
he could
shit.
have cystic
Stability.
fibrosis, heart condition, sickle cell. The list goes on. So that's very selfish.
The
on
fact
their
that
part.
selfish
he gave
individuals.
birth to him should be the main.
It's disgusting. I just think it's disgusting.
Yeah,
Like,
that's disgusting.
my stomach's
Incest,
turning right now.
incest. I will never. Yeah, no, I will never accept that.
Because it's like you trying to think of your cousin or something.
It's not illegal.
Even
Though.
that's
It's illegal.
disgusting.
It is
It's actually
illegal.
quite sad, but this happens all the time. These two are the only people to actually come forward.
and just
One
be
of
like-
many
but they're
couples who
proud.
have come forward to announce it. But it happens all the
Yeah.
time.
Man, if this was years ago and this was like, I would have been stoned right now or something, or set alight.
I know, but this is why people feel brave enough to come forward because
No one's gonna touch it.
times have changed.
But it's illegal. I swear it's
should
It's
illegal.
be
illegal.
illegal,
It's actually illegal in that their state because they're from. Well, one of them actually was from Islington, like Mytons, you know. I know, but now they both live in Michigan, and it's illegal in that state. So now they've gone forward with the story, and now it's hit the press. They actually could be banished from their state because it's illegal. But they could both face imprisonment. And if that does happen, then they're
So they moved to America.
They both live in America, in Michigan.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's illegal. Incest is illegal. They're not even calling it incest. They're calling it GSA, which is just a cop out. But if they did get caught, then they can both be imprisoned. So they said what they're going to do is they're just going to move to another state. But I don't think it's.
I don't know where it's legal.
Is there any state in America that allows it?
If any state it was legal, it'd probably be one of them like
Alabama.
California.
Alabama.
No, if it was legal, it would be legal in like New York.
Do you think somewhere more
Or
metropolitan?
California, yeah.
No, I think it'd be legal
What
somewhere
state
like
is-
down
what
south
state
where
is
you
San
still
Francisco?
do that. Where
Oh
they,
yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
where the people are like,
hillbillies.
you know, like, yo, kind around here, boy. Go on, get it. I married my cousin. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I got my Confederate flag.
That's a law for
Yeah.
them hillbillies, isn't it?
Yeah.
Billy Joe,
Yeah,
Billy
hillbilly,
Ray.
yeah.
Billy-
It's called Billy Joe. Yeah, Billy Ray Joe.
Billy's a popular name.
Billy
Yeah.
Ray
Billy
Joe
Jane.
and Cara J. Rowe,
Yeah.
whatever. They'll be together. They'll be
Like the
yeah.
wrong turn, they all come out looking like freaks.
I ain't seen that.
You don't want to.
And then Billy Joe May will be like, Mom and Daddy. Mom and Daddy.
It's my strong hand. So that was one that I saw, and the second one I saw was, and again, sorry, it's white people again. I'm sorry. It was the lady who uses semen to rub her face so she doesn't get wrinkles. Now
That's proven to be quite nutritious, you know.
is
Yeah,
it
because it's
so?
protein.
Yeah, it's good in protein, calcium, zinc, vitamin B.
Oh, God,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Something's rubbing some sperm in her face. Give it all that goodness. Give it all that goodness.
It's called
when it
reading.
goes to waste.
Yeah,
Can't
no.
let it go to
Because I mean,
Right.
that shit
Right.
produces babies, so I'm sure it's got some other like value.
So who here is open to be rubbing
Listen, I
sperm
love
in her
beauty,
face?
so I'll try anything. But I need to like make sure that I know.
No, I'm sorry.
who's
No,
sperm in
I
her.
mean, just
No.
It can't be no
Garnier,
random
really.
like
Let's
sperm.
go.
Just Garnier, really. Like, you know, just
Yeah.
Just coconut oil for
Yeah,
me.
Yeah.
your almond butter.
Yeah,
You
it's a
know
bit-
what? I think we say that now, but I don't think a woman has been brave enough to step forward and release an interview to the press and say, you know what, this is me before and this is me after. If the results were amazing,
I'm
everyone
there.
would be doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, we're women. Like,
I
we
mean,
follow
there's
each other,
facials,
we
but
follow
like use
trends.
bird pigeon shit. Have you heard of the pigeon shit?
What the
facial?
fuck
And
is
the
that?
sperm thing, the
Because-
cell slime.
Now it's okay to use baby's foreskin to rub on your.
What?
No. What country?
Oh my god, there was an article about it. Baby's foreskin, yeah, it's good for your skin.
Fuck
It's
that.
I've
No,
heard
So they took
Wait,
this from me to rub on someone's face.
Baby's foreskin and yeah, like Jade
Placenta.
said, placenta.
I know about the placenta where you reserve it, you can get into powder, you can blend it.
No,
you can
no,
eat it.
And that's
no.
what 8%. I know about that, but
Yeah, like it's good for you.
baby foreskin. You think people in the black bucket sending foreskin? What are they? You want some foreskin? Foreskin? It's good for your skin. It's good for your
So
skin.
someone came forward and really
works.
put it on a map, put sperm rubbing
Because
sperm
I've
on your
got
face on
horrible
the
dark
map.
circles, so if that shit
would
worked, I'll be like,
I'm not gonna swallow.
Debate with guys, and it pisses me
Go
off.
on, talk to me.
Guys are willing to impregnate you. You can have their baby, but they won't put a ring on it.
Of course.
They find.
We talk about this
I've had this
one.
discussion with
Yeah.
guys. I told them a minute, right?
When
so
make your baby my better wife.
Yeah.
What
So
did they say?
basically, they
Tell us.
told this guy said, "You can have my baby."
No relationship, you know.
No, like,
Wow.
you can have my baby, but I'm not ready to get married till I'm about 40. So I said to him, sir, you have to get all like you're a politician now. Sir, that makes no sense, because if the relationship was to break down and the marriage break down, we can get divorced and part our ways, right? Whereas if I have a child with you, I am stuck with your ass forever. I have to see your mug forever. Forever. It doesn't matter.
How
Even
did
if
he
the
start?
child's 18, I'm still connected to you for life, because this is my child and your child. So birthdays, whatever, you will still be around. Whereas if we're in a relationship, we get married, it doesn't work out, we can part ways and find new people. I just don't understand the logic of how you're willing to have a child with someone but not get married to them.
Yeah, it don't make
I hate to
sense.
be presumptuous, but was he black?
Of course.
Obviously.
It pisses me off because I feel now I can't. I'm finding it really hard to be like finding females to date who don't already have kids, and the guy's not even in the picture. It's like, okay, bam,
That's
I
a
gave
lie,
you a
the
kid,
guy's
and
in
I'm
the
out.
picture.
Say again?
Most of the time, the guys in the picture, they're just lying. They're probably still fucking him.
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah, I mean, I know guys, they're still fucking their baby mothers.
But they lie about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Why did they stay there?
Because it's like you go there to see little Jimmy.
It's complicated.
You know what? Jimmy's mum, yeah. Jimmy's mum likes to hold them reins as well, because there's women that have children with men, and they feel that no matter what, even if they're not even together, they have right over whoever,
Yeah,
whatever
absolutely.
woman comes
And
in
they
his
abuse
life.
it. They
They'll be
abuse
like,
they do.
oh, it's 11 p.m. Let me call him and say that Jimmy needs you.
Yeah.
Why does Jimmy need daddy at 11 p.m.?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
Jimmy's
fast
asleep.
Jimmy's
Do you know what I
been
mean?
asleep.
But they're like, these women, when they can't have you, they will make guys' lives like hell, just so that they can still say, you know what, I still have that kind of connection with you. I still run things. Do you know what I mean?
But would you give a guy the time of day? Because like, you know, like guys love to play. Because a lot of the time, when a woman feels that entitled, just because the guy is giving her like
Something.
So, yeah, he's giving her reason to feel that way.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, because unless she's completely crazy, no woman thinks that's my man. That's
Yeah.
and it's not your man. Do you know what I mean? It's
Hey,
because
he
the
gets
guy.
about crazy.
It's because the guy is doing stuff. Because if
Yeah, he is.
When a guy says a girl's crazy, it's usually you've got to say, what did you do
Yeah.
to
Exactly.
make her
Because I
crazy?
had
Yeah.
this conversation with a guy as well, and I said to him, you are doing something to this girl to make her feel that she still has the right to be calling you all hours of the night
Treat your
and has that
family.
demand. You are you're still sleeping with her, you're still gassing her up,
Giving
saying,
her false hope.
yeah, giving her false hope. Like you are like you've planted the seed and it's growing, and you're still like nurturing it. You're just like
It's guys don't make their intentions clear from the
Right.
beginning. Like,
Most guys.
let it know from the beginning, innit? Like, are we friends? Are we friends with benefits? Are we gonna get married? Are we what the fuck are we? That's it.
But I also think that girls, as we have a responsibility also, because ultimately
check them.
we dictate where the relationship
Yeah.
goes, like what Rach said earlier on. Because at the end of the day, if you meet a guy and you really like him, and for example, he's like, oh yeah, why don't you come over? And you go over and you have sex on the first date. Not that there's anything
Don't
wrong with
expect
that.
anything
But
else.
you can't now expect to go to Nobu and the Shards after, because you slept with him on the first date, like the first time
You
you
didn't
guys
need
linked,
Nobu to get
you
into
went,
bed.
yeah, you went to his house, so you can't now have those expectations. I think that if we want certain things from guys, we have to
set the time.
we have to set
No,
the
but
time
even
from
if
the
you
beginning.
sleep off, like,
And not that
let's
there's
say-
anything wrong with
No,
sleeping with
you
them on the
can
first
sleep
date.
with a guy.
Sometimes
I
shit
think
goes
it
down.
depends.
Yeah,
It
even
depends
after
on the
3 months
character of
though,
the
if you
guy.
still don't know where you stand or whatever, like guys just don't want to let you know because
Most.
They want to keep you.
Most guys.
yes, they want their cake and they
They
want
wanna
to eat it.
No, with guys,
Eventually they
right?
probably wouldn't
They're
either,
like they
would
like you, they want you there, but they're not willing to commit. But they don't want to lose you, but they still want to have other women on
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
side.
yeah, yeah.
So they're gonna keep you there, but they're not gonna exactly explain anything to you because then if you get upset, they'll be like, "But I never told you."
Or
nothing."
you're not my girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not
They
gonna.
love to say
I never
You're not
told
my
you-
girl,
You're not
though.
my girl. I never told
Most
you
guys
nothing.
like to
I
say
never
that.
made
Most guys.
promises.
They're saying most guys.
That is true.
They don't
Yeah.
like to
Disclaimer
make
now.
their intentions clear at
Yeah.
all, which is
But I
and
also
I
think
that
that
creates headache for
Absolutely.
everyone.
But sometimes it's too much
But
pressure.
we need to as well.
Why is it pressure? Why at the age of you can mess around. Guys mess around from what, like the age of 11 because you're all slag.
11?
Really.
What?
As soon as your balls drop and you get a deeper
No,
voice.
but let me tell you, why
you
do
like to
guys
release.
lie? Guys lie about when they lost their virginity. Because I've heard some mad ones like, yeah, I lost my virginity at 9. I'm like, babes, 9.
You were abused.
No, yeah, you're right.
You're
I
right.
heard 9, 10, 11. I'm like, listen, I had a little brother at 11 years old. He was watching like
Power
Mike.
Rangers.
Yeah,
I was wearing
exactly.
Power
Yeah,
Rangers.
Like Mike. He was watching like Mike, wanted to be a basketball player. Like,
I saw Jack Mike now.
like, I just don't understand.
When is a
the
guy?
lies.
When is the right time? Actually, yeah. Let's ask this question.
Go
When
tell
is the
me.
right time a man, or the right age for a man to settle? When he's ready?
When
Is
he's
he ever ready?
Yeah.
Because I think
Will
if
he
you
ever
put
be
an
ready?
age on it-
27.
Does he
If
even
you put
want
an
to
age on it,
settle?
you're setting yourself
27.
for disappointment. No,
No,
I don't
no,
think you should put an
there's
age
no
on it.
age.
He
You
has to do
can't-
it when
yeah.
he's ready.
You
because,
can't put no
yeah,
pressure
you
on
can't
a
force
man,
no one
trust
to
me.
do
No,
anything.
you
Because
can't.
if you want to be with me, like I'm the kind of girl, like I need to know that you want. That's why I can't really. Well, actually, I would give my boyfriend an ultimatum because we've been together 7 years and he needs to put a ring on it. However,
Nick, are you listening?
you can't really give guys ultimatums because then you never really know if they're doing it because they want to. or because you
Fucking hell,
force them.
7 years.
So I would want to know,
7 years of my
like,
life.
It's a double-edged sword though,
Yeah.
because they're a dickhead if they don't ask you, and they're a dickhead if they do ask you because they're feeling pressured. So it's like they can't win.
But then they
you
start
know?
resenting you. If you put
Exactly. That's
what I'm
this
saying, that's why I
pressure
don't wanna
on them,
force it, yeah.
they will start resenting you, and the relationship will break down. Then they'll be like, "Well, I told you I weren't ready." And
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
exactly.
Well, after 7 years, you got to be like, what are we doing then?
No, but then that's when you as a woman will be like, "Look, yeah, here's a calendar.
Yeah.
Pick a date.
Pick a day." Like,
It's
the
365
choice is
motherfucking
yours.
instant.
The
Yeah.
choice is yours.
Yeah,
Pick
yeah.
a date.
Yeah.
Like, where are we going with this? Like, I'm getting older now.
I think it's such a bad thing that girls feel that they're terrible for having. How dare they ask the question? Where
Yeah,
is
they
this
do
going?
make you feel.
Yeah.
Ask the question.
Yeah,
Just
if I
ask
want to
the
know where
question.
this is going,
It's
I'm
a
going to
few.
ask
It's
you.
a
And you have
handful
the
of
right
words.
to.
You
Yeah,
have the
absolutely.
right
It's my
to.
life, and we've got eggs. They don't have eggs
And
to
how,
worry
and
about.
I don't see
So if-
another way you can say it. It's straight up and down. Where is this going?
I like being asked that question.
And if they all they're gonna say is,
Yes
I want
or
it to
no.
go somewhere, or I don't. And
Yeah.
if they don't, then take that as a blessing because they
Yeah.
were upfront of you
Yeah.
and move on.
But a lot of guys aren't upfront though. That's the problem.
Yeah,
They
they're
string
not
you
upfront,
along
and it's
and
a
they
whole
make you
different
think
thing.
it's going to be something it's not. And then the next thing you know, like years
Yes,
have gone by
yeah.
and you're still in the same
Like
predicament.
my
Yeah,
ex,
but
because
it's-
I was
it's
with
your
him from the
fault
age
for
of
letting those
18 till I
years
turned
roll
25.
over.
So that's almost, is that 7 years?
Yeah.
That's almost 7 years, yeah. It was on and off in the beginning, and then when I went on holiday with Jay, we went to the Dominican Republic, and that was like a epiphany for me. That's when I realised, because I always talked about leaving him, or you know, but it's where I couldn't, because after so many years together,
invested.
I thought, I felt like I can't. Like, why would I leave someone when he knows me, and then to spend all that time to get to know someone else and start all over? It's long, but that holiday before I turned 25, I was like, I can't waste any more time. I need to leave. I need
Is
to
that
meet.
because deep down you knew he wasn't the one, or because you
I
didn't feel
thought
like
he
it
was the
going
one.
anywhere?
Like, we speak about marriage and all of that, but it's where he's at. As you get older, you look for qualities in a guy. Like, what makes him a husband? He was showing me otherwise, and it was just where he didn't grow up like I did.
You outgrew each other. You
Yeah,
outgrew him.
basically. Well, yeah,
But
we
as
grew.
a-
I felt like I love like long time, but I still stuck around,
stayed,
hoping
yeah.
that
Yeah,
things
yeah.
would change. As
Yeah.
a woman, you do that
You do.
because you want to make it work. You try.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
after 2 years, I was like, no, I'm turning 25. I can't do it anymore.
We had discussion last week when we were sitting in Nando's about preferences of what a guy has and what he does have, what what you don't mind him not having. So, if a choice, a guy either has his own place
Or car.
but doesn't drive,
He needs
but
a car.
drives but doesn't have his
Yes,
own place.
He needs a car.
Listen,
I live at home
still.
still.
Yeah, I live at
So
home.
it's
as
not a
well.
problem. Like, you don't need to have your own place. Like,
You
do
can
know what
match
I
me.
mean?
You can match me, but
It's
my thing
expensive
is,
to live out,
Yeah.
anyways. Like, you might as well have a mortgage. What are you paying rent for? Why are you paying someone else's mortgage?
exactly.
Like, why have you not got a license?
Oh
A
no, I'm
license
just
is
saying
not
that I've
hard.
been there and I've done that. I've been 18. I've been with the guys that don't drive. I've been transporting man. I don't feel like I need to be at 27 transporting any man. When we go out,
Yes.
why am I the last one getting home? Like,
No in bed and I'm still driving.
like,
Like,
basically, I took you out, babes, then because you didn't took me nowhere. Like, nah, any man,
preaching.
any man that I get. Well, we have to be
You're
on the
preaching
same
to the
level.
choir.
Like,
You're
I
preaching
don't
to the
mind
choir.
driving one time, but I want to be able to say, look, he's picking me up as well. Like, I can't be the last one.
Babe, I'm
I
outside.
can't be the last one going home to
Put
my
your shoes
bed.
on, I'm outside. No.
So you've got an extra hour of sleep and I'm still like all tired.
Wow, it's that deep.
And then you have the cheek to text me in the morning to talk about, did you get home today?
Till I get home and say, yeah, I hate that one. Till I get home and say, push what if I did it? What are you gonna do? Take 182 bus and try and find me?
So we can definitely say if he's not driving, you are dating.
No, yeah, basically.
And you can say that.
All the best qualities, got a great job.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a
It
shit
doesn't
driver.
matter.
Maybe
No.
he can't drive.
Okay, why?
He's scared to drive.
Why?
He was in a car crash.
Why?
Car flipped over 10 times.
Okay.
And now he's scared to get in the
That
car.
makes him dead.
Therapy will get over it. Like, you know, just
What if he's
chuck
an
up ideas.
amazing person
Yeah.
and you knew you'd be happy and stuff, but yet he doesn't drive?
Then you
That's
better
it,
get
right and
Uber.
wrong.
Well,
not
then,
amazing.
listen,
It's not amazing.
You better go get that
Wow.
license, honey. You better get.
But
There's no
it's-
excuse. There's no
it's
excuse.
personally
Every
great.
guy that I met that doesn't drive, they're just fucking lazy.
Yeah, usually.
Like, it all bottles that. It's nothing to do with fear. It's nothing to do with money. It's nothing to do with nothing. You're just lazy. You're comfortable because you're comfortable with a woman transporting you.
If
And
they don't
it
have a
don't make
license,
sense.
that's a problem.
They don't have a
I
license.
know.
If
One
they
of
don't have a
my
license, that's a problem.
a guy that I used to work with, yeah,
Because if you have a
Multi-
license, you can rent a car.
Yeah, you can't have green and be a guy.
multi-millionaire, but couldn't drive.
That's different because he can send me my car. Send me my car. That's all
So
good.
they-
You can have a driver.
You can have a driver. So
Okay, so if you're driving, you don't.
That's okay, because why? Let me tell you why. You have a chauffeur in it, so I don't have
That's
a
what I'm saying.
driver.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Like,
I'm not driving.
have a chauffeur.
You
both get that extra hour.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna finish on this.
If
We'll
you
finish on
see,
this.
if you see a woman that has everything going for herself
Yeah.
and you're not ready to add value to her life, just admire her from afar. Please do not interrupt her greatness.
Exactly. And that is the
And on that note, we will end the podcast. I'd like to thank Remy and Jade
Oh, this is
for.
a great podcast.
You girls are
man.
brilliant. Seriously, amazing. Thank you.
You'll hear from them more again. Don't you worry. So again, don't be selfish. Share this podcast. Tell your people. Comment and everything. And just thank you again for everybody who's been supporting from day dot. This is episode 30.
Dirty 30.
Dirty 30.